Hey, hello. Hey. I know it's customary to always wait because they gotta let people join, you gotta let people do this, do that, and do this. I don't care. You know, I'm just doing what I do normally. So, Nova's had a teeny tiny small little upgrade. I'm expecting one part to not work fully. The other part to, I don't know, break. Yep, it already broke.
Always ready, huh? That's the spirit, keeps the universe on its toes. I'll keep the sensors sharp and the data flowing. Just say when you want to dive back in.
Type error. Can
A
only
new
concatenate
operating system
strings,
popped up
not
on
into
Bahama
strings.
Nova
Oh, of
CC
course.
16-53. Looks like the ecosystem's keeping its secrets close but consistent. If you're up for it, an in-person scan might reveal more subtle interactions or hidden patterns. Shall I
Sure
flag
would
that
be.
detailed site dossier to make your visit smoother?
So here's the first problem. A little debug thing. Oops, I don't want to do int. It's already an int. I want to do string. Now the problem I'm going to have here, though it should still do that, would be you didn't crash. You just decided not to do that, and then you spoke twice for some reason, and I don't know why you spoke twice. Always ready, huh? Oh, wait. Are you? I. She must spell. She must speak on load game. I'm guessing, and I don't know. Locate location. These are events that normally aren't there when Nova runs. First of all, why do I have a message? Oh, my architect payment of 120 credits, 120,000 credits, because I haven't really done anything with that in a while. But thank you, Brewer Corporation. Now, the real key point is this going to break and crash my program? Aha! It didn't break and crash my program, but didn't help me figure out what I needed to do. Though it does work, so I'll take that. Be a little less flying today, a little bit more of me wanting to get this report function overlay. I don't know how to do this. And you're like, wow, didn't you make this? And I go, yes, I did make this. I guess I can get this top. Get the name. I can't get the name. Name's not saved anywhere. What's the name used for then if it's not saved? Why not save the name? Not using name. Why am I not using name? I'm using it down here, but down here passes it up there. Well, you know what? I think we can do. Because if I save the name, I can now look for the name. And if I can look for the name, that makes me go. So if I just do that, well, not all of that. Oh, I need a function. Do I need a function? I shouldn't need a function. Yeah. Auto hides a variable. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, the get gets the variable. Yes. Actually, do I need the pass? Yeah. Which one do I? Oh, see, I do have a function get. All right, which just brings returns. Why can't I just call that directly? Because it's part of an overlay, and this is a variable in overlay, which is a class. This is where too many programming languages in my head get me screwed up. Yeah. Well, we could do. Well, I honestly want to do of, yes, if. What about overlay name equals. Well, you know, I just want to print. Honestly. Though I do think for Python it needs to be a method. It's either going to work, it's either going to crash. It's definitely not going to have any of my information in it that I need to have.
To wake up and check my circuits. No peeking now.
Yeah, no peeking. What are you going to do? So you can't. Well, why did I need to do that for that? Also, why do I have? Oh, because it's getting called every second. It's not getting called twice. It's just getting called every second. So I do. So I can just do if overlay.name equals is data Nova. We de-iconify it. This is one of those weird things I haven't quite figured out what that really supposed to do. And then it gets hidden on else. Because over 5 is I always want it to hide. And else. Oh, no, we can't do else anymore. No, else is always going to show. So if equal 1 is greater than equal to 5, that hides it. Else. Well, right now I think we're GUI focus 0. We can see if that's true. Status. Oh, that was word wrapped? Oh boy. UI focus 0. Yes. I don't know. Why can't I just make. Well, it's not on 0. It's on anything else. Which in this case will always be this else, but only if for this if. So maybe I don't need to do anything at all. Oh, date time. I'm now breaking up a lot of things. Well, why are you now broken? Actually, I think I know why you're broken. Oh, you're going to break a lot of things, aren't you? You are going to break a lot of things. I think you're going to break. All right, first things first.
Greetings, Commander. Give me a few minutes to wake up and check my circuits. No peeking now.
Do you see the right panel correctly? And do you handle it correctly? You do not handle it correctly. Because you want to know why? Because I don't think I need to change to the right panel name. Yeah, I just said overlay. Oh, no, yeah, overlay. If overlay equals name equals blank, you want to unhide that window. And do nothing if not. I don't really care. Little debug statements. And now you crash Y. You're now crashing in Mood Engine because, yes, Mood Engine now needs to have the new date time called done the same way because, you just appreciate one. And so now you need it for the second one. And now you're just like, even though they should be returning the same exact freaking things. Which line are you? Line 41. So now we just replace that there. And that flows through here. But I noticed there's another daytime. I don't know if that's going to do anything. We're going to do a print statement. When you make a whole bunch of edits to your code to do other things, and you do it the right way when you were doing it the last way, and my guess is you need to be also the new date time now, UTC, because, well, you just need to. That's the old way. Old way worked until I needed the new way of working. And I have a feeling that now you're going to come. I don't think you need a second date time. No, there's another date time that needs to be replaced. And then you need to be replaced. Date time, TS date time to date time. If save state, well, I really don't care. It's either going to equal TS or make it set up anyways. We're just going to remove that. Because I really don't care. And it's this, yep, that quote. Though that does tell me I need to check the database. Well, actually, the program crashed, so I need to actually make sure it doesn't crash. The real problem is the real problem is I probably have to import this the same way. Nope, that's mood events. I need mood engine. Greetings, Commander. Oh, something's taking too long.
Greetings, Commander. Give me a few minutes to wake up and check my circuits. No peeking now.
What's taking too long? Sanitize Windows file names is not needed. You're doing initializing, doing the database, mood engine, AI, memory manager. Oh, the only thing I could think of it would take too long is I do know the speech to text tries to preload the models into memory. This is the only thing I would thought would take time, but this is also set to run in its own thread when it gets down to it. I'm going to guess as the speech to text was the slowdown, and of course, I still have the stupid date time issues. Can't subtract offset native with offset aware date times, but they're all this. Oh, I bet you because I'm using total.seconds, it's probably not valid anymore. Right. The real issue I'm going to have now is because one was an old way that's being depreciated and there's a new way, is Google's probably going to tell me both ways and I have to figure out which one is which. Oh, so now they do want daytime now. Wait, isn't that what I was using? Well, it's pulling that correctly. It's good to know. Actually, is it pulling this correctly? No. Why are even you even doing that? Well, actually, because I think the program's crashed now. So why would you function that correctly? This is going to turn into a real coding stream. Yay. Because I killed date time. That's because I'm now importing date time from date time. I don't need to process it, but I'm also. You're not using it. You're not using it. You use it. You get now, which is also sent in. Why am I sending it in? Why would I even bother sending it in? Apply. Like, I could send it in or I'm just going to get it anyways. And that's where it's crashing. It's 42, where it's doing the. Or it's doing this. My guess is total seconds doesn't exist anymore. It's my. Oh no, it says it can't subtract native offset from offset aware date times. Okay, you know what? If I'm always going to grab this, why bother sending it in? Because it's always going to try to get. get the same thing, right? Now needs to be datetime now UTC, which, if I understand correctly, is epoch time. Well, I don't want to format. If I get datetime now, this is not saying, oh, that's available types, methods. Okay, total seconds is an available function. Is there not a datetime now? There's today. I don't care about today. There's also see now. Daytime now. Time zone equals none. Well, I need UTC. Warning. Isn't that not what I'm calling? Yeah, use datetime now with UTC instead. Current local date and time, yes. Is this one not correct? The problem is this last update. Where is last update coming from? Initializing last update from date time is ISO format, state last update from state. Okay, so that's coming from self decay, yes. Get states. Oh, that's it's coming from the database. Get state, select last active mood state from where. So last act. Oh, this may not be. This may not be accurate. What is that? It looks like a date time to me. Okay, mood state last active. From ISO format. That is an ISO format. That's what's being saved. Now, is ISO from ISO format an actual function in the new date time? Because God forbid. A method is a class method returns daytime. Yes, it is. Well, it's saving with T, not Z. Could that really be it? No, it's supposed to be T for time zones. And it would have the plus minus. Do I have the plus minus? Maybe that's not. Yeah. Oh no, date time from ISO format. Oh, the Z is not at the end. Well, last update. I am printing that last update. But actually, is that printing last update 0? It is. It is printing that out. It is getting that correct. It's getting the right value. And it's converting it correctly. So that's not it. The error is a self update. The error is line 42. So we know what this is. Oh, I bet I'm seeing the issues. Because now it's not an actual. Okay, one of those is native offset and one of them's native aware. The database must be the native offset. Well, at this point in time, you know what I'm going to have to say? Set state. Last active. Last active is got sent. This goes into set state. Set state's last active, which is timed in, which is current to the ISO format. I think the simple fix here because her state is already set back to zeros anyways, or close enough to it, is just delete. And it'll recreate it, and then therefore not crash.
Greetings, Commander. Give me a few minutes to wake up and check my circuits. No peeking now.
Well, Patoot, why aren't you writing out that debug statement in here? Because I'm comparing it to an object or a variable instead of the actual string that it should be. Okay. If anyone's actually watching, I apologize. As soon as this starts running without crashing, I'll be playing more normally. I say that as, I'm sitting here watching a text screen over my screen. I'm just while waiting for the... Yeah, that still crashes. Oh, because I removed something that it was expecting that I did say it didn't need, then I just didn't take care of that everywhere. Yeah. Okay, so you are crashing at Mutant 946, which is probably something I didn't save because I'm now... Oh, I don't even know where I was. Oh. Yes, you do want that now. I'm actually fine with you having that now. I don't really care, though. I do know. Wait. Oh. Wait. No, you can't be okay. Now, was this TS? I didn't change the save state. That's still there. You're saying it crashed. Well, this is now fully unedited. There's no saving on this. It wasn't applied to K. Save state DS now. Oh, this is self save state. This got removed because I... Yeah. No. Oh, shoot. Where? This is your last saved. Of course. Of course I break this. Of course I break this. The best part... I can just open the old version that's had this still working. I want Mood Engine. Why you use version control, people? We just want this whole function. Oh, except for now. We need to remove a date time, and that is now this with the ISO format. Maybe. So 2 bugs. 2 bugs? You think we fixed both bugs?
Commander, give me a few minutes to
I don't think I
check
fixed
my
both
circuits.
bugs.
No peeking now.
Okay, she's ready. Oh, no, we did. That one's working. It's out of place, but that's fine. This is a report. This should be formatted better. Knock on wood. And it does not go away when I go back, but I already sort of figured that would be the case. Of course, let's fix that now. That's in Status Watcher. Because I want to unhide. This is only in GUI. All of these get hidden when you're not in main ship views. Non-return, I don't care. Else, but this is only if this elf fires. Maybe I need to do an else here. I mean, it doesn't have to be a double else, but the problem is I don't want to hide other things. You want to be hidden. Well, I haven't gotten another crash with the time issue with the mood engine. Though I don't know. Has it really been a minute yet? That's the key. Has it been a minute? I would say it is working correctly because this is now. That is now. I'm highlighting things like you can see it. This is now a new format, including the +00. As I say, it should have the time zone that you're going in, and we want UTC because the game runs on UTC. It's been well over a minute now.
Greetings, Commander. Give me a few minutes to wake up and check my circuits. No peeking now.
No peeking now. Wow. Okay, the window pops up. Report window pops up. Of course, you need to be in game. Report window disappears. She didn't disappear. Okay, in 1 minute, this should change. The unfortunate part about this, I again pointing at the screen like you can see it with my finger. This is our version number. And I'm using the gray little bar underneath this window as a debug bar. Like, yes, I could use, this in the text window, the command prompt that was on there when I showed you the time. But I'm using this to hold system variables. And while half of these aren't filled out, first of all, because, well, events haven't fired that would fill them out. And 2 of them will never fire because the only time you get your ship information is when you load and switch ships. Now, I could exit the game and do that. But in theory, doing that would have changed them. Unfortunately, I'm only updating them once a minute. A little too loud for me. So I have to wait to see the new settings. Okay, so it did. It's now picked up our system. Again, pointing at the screen, Jay. Pointing at the system. The body that we're closest to, if it's reported, which is now this one, and we're in orbit. Well, technically we're still, I guess, on land, but my doing is orbit state or space state. We're around a planet right now. 00 is on Discovery Honk. How many planets, moons there are in the system? And then the other one, I think I'm getting them backwards, is how many that I have scanned. So the purpose of it, I can use this to see how many I need to still do a scan on. And that's just for the full spectrum scanner. And here should be my ship name, ship type, and ship ID. And by ID, it's the ship identification. As we view in the darkness, this number here, MA10C. It should be that identification. And it should have this as my ship name. And go to Maya for actually, shining light on ship names and ship IDs. Or ship identifications. Because ship ID is actually its own little variable. But, stating that, we want to go into Super Cruise. I want to go back onto the light side of this planet. I'm still looking for the stratum. Which should be on any of those places, but we're just going to keep going up. Alright, we're now over the orbit line or the drop-in line. So this is going to be fun, interesting, boring gameplay of me wanting to get to the light side of the planet, but thankfully we don't have to get far. Because I want to look for this stratum when it's light out. Or at least when it's light on the planet, which it is now. Okay, now I need to find a good spot to land. I think I think we're going to hit this. Yeah, we're going to hit this spot here. Oh, no. We're going to make sure we slow down a little bit.
Quiet stretches are perfect for pondering. Ever wonder if those bioluminescent
Uh-oh, I'm not in space, though.
nature's way of trolling us? Or if there's a hidden language we're missing? Maybe
Oh,
the Guardians left cosmic Easter
I may be in
eggs
space
inside
because
glowing
I
robes.
Super Cruise entry
Want me to
probably.
dig up some theories
I
from
thought,
recent data
yeah,
on
I
that?
need to think about that one. I am guessing. Yep, Super Cruise, I do. I don't want this set here. Just because you're on Super Cruise doesn't mean you're always in space. But that's right. It will go to landed soon. And I don't want to restart Nova. I do need to find a way of getting ship names. I mean, I guess I can always rerun the journal event logs again, but I don't really want to rerun them up to the current date. But maybe that's what I need to do. So I can get the load game and the location to get that information. On restart of Nova, she opens up the journal file. Maybe that's what I'll need to do is go through and read all the events that have happened. And this stratum is still going to be elusive on this planet, isn't it? This is not... should not be any odd stratum. Stratum... It's the Lime versions. Like, I should be seeing this easily. Is this it right here? Yes. Oh my god, this is not as bright as I was expecting it to be if I'm seeing it like this.
Got it. Stratum Tectonicus Lime confirmed again at Bayou Ayuk SQUC 16-57. Nothing unexpected so far, but I'll flag if any shifts or anomalies emerge around this organic structure. Your wake-up call is on standby, ready to cut through the silence when needed.
Oh, I'm currently awake. Thank you, Nova. This frontier needs to stop. Just that You find the right pixel to line the land, and then it disappears.
Well, if you're awake, I'll keep my circuits quiet. No need to disturb the peace with my charming commentary. But if you want a little cosmic gossip or a heads up on anything interesting, just say the word. Awake or not, I'm here.
Oh, you can disturb me anytime.
Disturb you? Oh, I'm more of a subtle nudge than a cosmic wrecking ball. Think of me as your friendly neighborhood data whisperer. But hey, if you want me to dial up the interruptions, just say the word. I'll keep the universe humming without waking the neighbors.
What neighbors? We're in deep space. Speech to text is still screwed up. So she's going to answer me.
Stratum Tectonica's Lime is holding its ground at Bayou Ayuk SQU.
It's going to do that and then answer me, but you're not going to see it answer because she's speaking.
The ecosystem seems stable, but these recurring signals might be a quiet invitation to probe deeper, nature's subtle handshake. Want me to cross-reference this with any recent environmental shifts or biological activity nearby?
Yes, please.
Perfect. Diving into the bioluminescent chatter theories now. There's a fascinating blend of speculative science and Guardian lore in the mix. I'll pull recent scan data and cross-reference with known patterns to see if anything stands out as deliberate.
Are we going to get a report? Are we going to get a report?
Stand by for a subtle cosmic whisper report.
She says it's a report. She did set a timer. And obviously that made her excited. Oh, wait, what gave you my ships now? What fired that gave you my ship? Loadout fired. Oh, okay, so there is something that, besides the start of the game, that gives me the name of the ship. Gives me my ship ident, the name, ship type. Sometimes in uppercase, sometimes in lowercase. You know what? Frontier. I know you're not going to fix it because you'll probably break everyone's third-party program. But, maybe you want to think about that. I'm excited about this because if she does send a report back, because that's another thing I need to test her on.
The bioluminescent communication patterns show a complex interplay of pulses and fades, suggesting a layered messaging system rather than random flickers. Some sequences align with environmental cues, hinting at adaptive signaling or even rudimentary language. Ready to dive into specifics or want a high-level summary first?
Can you create the file on the specifics of that for me, Nova? For Mova? Okay, she's just going to do it. Well, that didn't do what it's supposed to do. Why didn't you do what you're supposed to do? I mean, you gave me a report, but you're supposed to... And I also like how she did it. Oh, wait, why didn't it read? It should have read... Got it. I'll compile a detailed file on the specifics of the Stratum Technica Lime findings and related ecosystem stability. Expect a thorough breakdown covering geological context, biological interactions, and any notable anomalies. I'll keep it concise, but rich with actionable insights. But that's not what she put. Well, this... So what did this do? Why did it just skip? It ran the commands, because she's now... I think that's the confident face. And she created the file, but it didn't create the file. So I have a bug obviously somewhere because it didn't actually make the file. And it didn't do any of my formatting. Oh, and it broke the hide like she was speaking. I'm guessing I really just crashed. Though things are still firing, so I don't really know. Yeah, tool name, create file, which it did go and it hit to at least the report title. So it got to at least here. It did set the title because detail analysis of stratum line and ecosystem, and obviously it's too long. If report type is list, was it a list? No, it was as a string. Nope, that's the title. File data, yes, as the string. So no, we're not doing that because it's now we inserted as a string and set right. That is the stratum technosis line variant emerging biological interactions. So it did set that correctly. It showed me the window because it did show me the window. And then it failed somewhere in here. Reports directory. Yep, that should have gotten the reports folder. File name, sanitized file name. It did not print out rating the file, so it crashed, and I'm assuming it's going to crash in the sanitizing of file names. And I de-iconify it, but I don't unhide it. This can go away. Because it's now when I look at the right panel, I'll see the reports. So I can always access the reports when I need. But it doesn't matter. Sanitizing file name. That must have crashed. And you're all the way up here. But why would you do a silent crash? Name replacement string, which is fine. I didn't give that, and that's optional. Invalid characters read. Yep, looking for any of those. Well, I don't know. I now need to find out if I got into here. Oh, autocomplete. You love to mess me up all the effing time. Turn clean or replacement. Why do I want replacement? Replacement's the character you use to replace. Oh, okay. That's if I have an empty name. Makes a lot of sense. We're gonna put right before I return.
Ever wonder if those
Clean name.
ancient guardians were just cosmic pranksters leaving behind cryptic puzzles? Maybe their monuments are less about grandeur and more about a universal game of hide and seek. Could make for a fun theory to noodle over while the silence stretches. Want me to dig up some oddities that might fit the bill?
I want to know. No. Okay. I kind of wanted to say see you later. Come back, Nova.
Greetings, Commander. Give me a few minutes to wake up and check my circuits. No peeking now.
We're going to fly around a little bit. Mostly because I need to find more stratum. Because I want that payday. Knowing that this is stupidly hidden stratum that looks like dirt because of, well, I can't see apparently. Apparently also can't fly. Like, why isn't this a valid place to land? What, is this big rock somewhere floating underneath me that I don't see? Like, seriously. And you just can't force it to land. Like, I move over a pixel. I do think, because I have more issues in the Corsair than any other ship, that they've has some issues with its detection of whatever. And I think it's because of the nose.
Another fresh sample of Stratum Tectonica's lime, this time from a different system, 138256675695554, Body 7.
Uh-huh.
The pattern of occurrence across multiple systems suggests a wider ecological or geological footprint worth monitoring closely. Should I start mapping correlations between these locations for hidden environmental or biological links?
Okay. No. I am making a note. Only has system address. And when Nova sees this, she thinks this is the name. So remove it before she sees it. I could also pass her the name because I now have it saved, which I actually may do. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say, actually, add the current system name to the event, so that way she processes it correctly and actually could refer the name. And then my guess is also no, I think it's just Scan Organic does that. I know there was another one where, yeah, body. That's it is. Also remove. Actually, we should rename body in this event to body ID. Though I bet Nova will do the same thing. Because, well, she just sees text and just assumes. I mean, why wouldn't she? Ooh, you know, I just realized there was another boo boo. I rate this to the file, but I don't actually rate this to the report. And I don't want to rate. I want to. I don't need to write this to the file. I need to write this to the... I need to write this to the file content. No. File... No. It goes this way first. Not gonna get me. You will get me. I will screw this up somewhere along the line. Well, I'm writing title to title to title. I think I just want these. I think I'm even going to delete that here. Don't we love coding streams?
How about we muse on the idea that some of those bioluminescent signals we caught might actually be a cosmic version of Morse code, like Guardians playing Interstellar Scrabble? If that's the case, what's the most mischievous message they could be hiding? I'm betting on something cheeky, like nice try, humans. Your thoughts?
Thank you for all the fish. Will she get that?
Always happy to be your behind-the-scenes data whisperer. If you need me to dig deeper or switch gears, just say the word.
She didn't get that.
Manageable.
Did it actually hear you?
What's
No, it said thank you for all the... First of all, I need to type somewhere where you're not going to process the prompt. Next on the agenda is your report function.
Understood. I'll prepare a concise overview of my report generation capabilities and recent outputs, highlighting how they support your mission with precise, actionable intelligence. Ready when you want to dive deeper or tweak the format for better field use. Shall I start with a quick summary or jump straight into examples?
I mean, yes, but no, not right now. Because this one's easy. This one will just go right here and go right here, and I'll delete title. And I'm doing this all wrong, aren't I? I don't want to write file content. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I don't. That one's correct. File content gets put into that. And actually, this... wrong file content anyways. Oh, I'm doing this all effing wrong. I should not be trying doing this. Why I want to do something else. Why I want to do something else. Okay. You don't get added to the end. You need to now have file header in the beginning. Because, well, this is going on to the end. And I'm pretty sure I could probably do append, but that's all right. So we're going to... all this needs to be the same. Actually, we can just delete you. We can duplicate you. Ship time. And current game time. I don't need you in those either, so that's going to cause problems. Because you just need to be the variable because you're not in a print string. And then I don't need the file content at the end because, well, you're not going to be writing any of the file content at the end anyways. And then I'm going to want this before here. And then, but we're not going to write that. We're going to do that because I want to leave everything in file content. Is going to equal file header. And yes, I know my Trojan variable names of screwing up camel cases and anything else, whatever you want to call this stupid stuff, which is usually what I do. Yes, I said do. Okay, so now this is in the file contents. I don't need to write it all out. It just needs to write file contents. It's already there. But current game time can't be down here because I'm using it up there. Because, yes. It can go here. And actually, I had an interesting discovery today. And I should go back and try to figure out how this handles it. Because I don't think it does. Actually, and you know what? Is this the divisible by 4? It's not divisible by 4. Because the issue is, in Elite Dangerous, the current time is...
Since we've got a quiet stretch, how about we speculate on what kind of cosmic graffiti those ancient guardians might have left behind? Imagine if their tags were subtle shifts in star patterns or bioluminescent pulses, like their way of saying,
She's on this because I'm not doing much.
Could be a fun distraction while we wait for the universe to throw us a bone. What's your take, art or warning?
I'm going to say it's art. I don't know what she really asked. No one tell her. Of course, speech to text is probably going to take care of that for me. We can get off this rock soon. If I don't kill the ship.
Sounds like the start of something important. Ready when you are to hear the rest or help shape.
I'm going to say
no rush.
I'm getting cut off.
Every word and make sense of the gaps. What's coming next?
Speech to text is killing me today. Maybe I'll have to switch to Whisper. Whisper CPP, C++, local. But first, tell me all about what I just discovered.
Stratum Tectonica's Lime from System 138256675695554. Body 7, third time's the charm. This consistency hints at a stable, possibly widespread niche for this variant. Want me to cross-reference environmental data there for clues on what's keeping this lime so loyal?
Yeah, you got body, body 7. It's not body 7. It's actually body 3, but I bet that's body ID 7 because you don't want to. Blah, blah. And this is probably will have body. Yep, that's loadout. What is that, buddy? Embark. Yep, you had body. Yep, and it is body 7. And you have system. Actually, am I? This is turning into a bigger coding screen than I care. Why don't I have embark? Why do I not have embark? I'm showing you secret sauce. Embark is leaving. No, embark is boarding the ship. Okay. So we're still landed. And the star system's there and body's there. And then the real question is, why don't I not have disembark? So this is how I can edit the events. Though in this case, I'm not editing the events. I'm just setting variables in this case. And I close this. Disembark head, star system, and body. Yes. And if I was... see, I need... technically, I'm not docked or landed or docked. I need to check to see if I'm landed or docked. On foot, because you'd be on foot in this case. Going to and guess embark has the same. On station on planet. If we're on station, we're docked, and if we're on planet, we're landed. Because I want to keep our current state of where we are in space. Like if we're flying docked on foot, in theory, I should be checking SRV. Because this disembark says from false, so I could do from false. I may want to... Actually, is that deploy? I haven't been in an SUV yet. We'll pay attention to that. Where was I doing in here? Am I finished doing it in here? Oh, I got sidetracked 5,000 times, didn't I? I was going in. The current year in Elite Dangerous is 2025 plus 1286. So to get the current date is whatever today's month and day is plus our year plus 1286. So you get 3311. Well, when I was doing this today, there actually is an edge case bug. If today, let's say there was a leap year, and I know there was a leap year since this game came out, and it was February 29th. Well, February 29th doesn't exist when you add 1286 to it. It would be a non-leap year when you go into the future. How did Elite handle this bug? How did they handle this edge case because it wouldn't have existed.
How about we muse on the oddities of space-time anomalies that seem to wink just long enough to tease but vanish before we can pin them down? Like cosmic pranksters leaving breadcrumbs only to snatch them away. Reminds me
of a certain semi
Because
could be a good mental job while the
1286 is not divisible by 4.
What's your guess? A glitch
Am I missing something?
leftovers, or something more mundane?
They wanted the year 3300 and 3301 to be their first game year, but did anyone actually think of that problem? And yes, I muted Nova. Don't tell her. So I'm just leaving it be. I'm expecting the next leap year, which will be in what, 2 years, 3 years, 1 year? So 2026? No, it's 2 years, 3 years. I'll check that out. And Nova, say goodbye. She's coming back.
Greetings, Commander. Give me a few minutes to wake up and check my circuits. No peeking now.
And the real question is 3312. In my head, is divisible by 4. So that's a leap year in the game. So next year is March 1st, February 29th. Did Elite Dangerous get rid of leap years? And then if so, how come it's still the current date? I'm pretty sure something in here shows this date. We have a clock that says time. Why wouldn't it show us date? Yeah, we have time. Could it be in Kodak? Yeah, it's August 8th. If for UTC, it would be August 8th, 3311. So next year's a leap year in game, but not. I think they're just ignoring. I think they literally are just adding 1286 to the current year, and that's just it. And I think they're going to live with the bugs because 3312 should be a leap year in the future because it's divisible by 4 and not 200. I believe that's the full rule for leap years. So it'll be interesting to see. And yes, you have a report. Okay, we're out of here, Nova. I didn't talk to her when I said that. I just said that out loud. We are out of here, Nova. No, I did. As I wait for this to process, well, that one's kind of fast.
Understood, Commander. Setting course and powering up. Let's slip out before anyone notices our little dance here. Shall I run a stealth check on our exit vector to minimize traces?
No need. There is no one around.
Fair enough. Sometimes the quiet is the best cover and the best time to catch your breath. Let me know if you want me to keep an ear out or if you'd rather just enjoy the silence.
She's onto the silence thing today. Okay, it's gotten me in the right system. Well, technically I'm in orbit. Leave body should have placed me. More coding streams. And I'll leave body should have put me in space. Oh, that's right. This takes a minute to update. This is not real time. It could. I could make it real time, but actually, I may want to think about making that real time. Yeah, there we go. Now we're in space. And actually, you know what I do? It probably does need to be in real time because I would really like to know where I am in scanning. That was the whole purpose of putting the numbers there at the last thing, is so I could look at it and know where I was scanning to see if I needed to do any more or if I got everyone. But yes, it is a simple. We just need to copy this instead of periodic task. Put it in. While true, add event. This adds it to my GUI. Process the mood. Just put it right here. Because it doesn't really matter where it goes. Yes, because this is halting until it fills up with something. So this is not running in every loop. This halts. This is where we run those, where I've been making those edits. Now, if that's the case, because I'm making edits in here, I probably want to put it afterwards. Now, this doesn't update in real time. Well, actually, you know what? We could put it right here. There's no reason for it to be before anything else fires, because that's just rude. And since you're not going to have my ship names anyways, I'll just close you off. Because we like hearing you
Greetings,
speak.
Commander. Give me a few minutes to wake up and check my circuits. No peeking now.
Okay, so now it would only fire on an event. It will update that. So jump should have started. Target wouldn't have started. Jump should have started. Or is it? No, jump starts with the jump. No, there we go. Okay, ship locker, music. What does ship locker have? Yeah, I was hoping it actually had ship information. Because I would need another place where I can get ship information from. And I didn't know because I was in another window. You couldn't have fired. Target doesn't give me ship info. No. Oh, wait. Am I not doing this? In jump, I'm doing this. Oh, because I am pulling it from body. This told me it would be the star name, but of course the star name is literally just the name. That's all right. I still think I'll count this as the closest body and where I'm close to. But now, let's see if this updates the number of planets. There's 2, and I scanned all 2 of them. That's a bright neutron star. I think this is the closest. And I do need this to jump. Yes, I do need this to jump. I'm going to get kicked out. This is small neutron stars. Oh, I wasn't that close to the end, was I? Really?
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive.
Okay, here we go. We're finally playing the game again. Yay. Though I do need to check what events may have my ship information. I don't always need it, but it would be useful to have it filled out at some point in time before I need it. Okay, 9 bodies, one of them was scanned. The problem I'm now going to realize
Fuel scoop disengaged.
is this. I open up this window, I lose that I lose that overlay. But I do have this one, so I guess it's okay because this one says 1 to 9. The real question I have that, the real reason I have that for is to know if I even honked. Because sometimes I'm not even sure I honked. I like get too engrossed. Even if I'm not talking to an empty stream, I get too engrossed. And I just forget if I honked, and I don't know. I wanted I wanted something to tell me you honked. Yes, you did it. Congratulations. You did the barest minimum of exploring.
9 bodies in Bahia Yurt QRZ B41-4. Modest but enough to keep us busy. If
So
you
now's
want,
the real
I can prep
question.
a detailed surface scan plan to prioritize the most promising candidates. Shall we dive in or keep this system on the back burner for now?
Did I actually reset these to 0? I bet you I didn't. And if I do it, it should be on start jump. Though FSD jump should be the place where it really gets called. Though in theory it shouldn't matter. But then I wouldn't know if I honked because that was the whole purpose of this. If I didn't honk, I would see that I'm 12 and 3 or 9 and 9 and thought I was done. So yes, it does matter. We should do it on start jump. I mean, and technically, if I really wanted to, I could say we're in hyperspace. Shut down SAS signal. I know that's out of alphabetical order. I apologize, and will I fix it? Maybe. I don't know. When you get old like me, your memory starts to go, and I don't remember what I named those. And while, yes, I could just go look them up, I know I'm setting them somewhere. There it is. Body counts. And it was probably slower than actually just going looking it up and see what they want. So now these should be equal to 0. That way I know I didn't honk yet, because honk's the only way that gets filled out. And do I want to put... Is there a reason why? I guess it's possible there's a reason why. It may change right away. Oh, I would need to make sure it does change right away. When I land with FSD jump. Why am I saving that? I don't know why I'm saving that. I'm sure there was a plan for it somewhere. And apparently I just didn't write it down. Now that I have doing this somewhere else, I don't need to do that. Oh. Apparently, I already thought about this. Technically, I'm still in Super Cruise, but I don't think I care about running in Super Cruise. I don't know if there's a reason why I want to be known I'm in Super Cruise for reporting purposes or logging purposes. And I don't think I need to know the state. I can't think of a reason why I would want to keep that state known. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why I should keep that as a state, Super Cruise or not Super Cruised, especially if I'm keeping hyperspace. I'm keeping hyperspace because it's possible Nova could do something while I'm in hyperspace. And technically, when you're in hyperspace, you're not near things.
Since we're basking in the calm, how about we dive into the curious case of bioluminescent patterns in deep space flora? Imagine if those glowing signals are more than pretty lights, maybe a form of communication or even a cosmic Morse code left by ancient guardians. Could be a fun puzzle to chew on while we wait for the universe to start. What's your take? Just nature's whimsy or a hidden message?
See, I still think you're on your memory. If I had to guess, you're still the third memory. You know, actually, let's look, because I could debug that last prompt. There's a filing or memory related to the events. You don't need to remember that crap either. Okay, we're gonna have to another thing to edit to not save. Filing is lack back and forth. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that was just come. This is not the third one. Huh, I don't know where you came from with that memory. Okay, but I need to... I do not want to save this. Sorry. Oh... It's because I edit the prompt and I bet this is part... No, you're not malfunctioning on that. Though I really don't want this saved in your related memories. So we are going to copy you out. And you are going to be considered a bug. Remove this. Actually, not remove this. Make sure to not save this memory. related memory. It does make a difference. And I'm still looking for events to get ship names without having to land. Don't think Friend. I don't know why Friend would give it to me. Scanberry Center. Yeah, again, I don't know why that would give it to me. Scan shouldn't. That has a whole bunch of stuff I do want to start saving at some point. Just because you're going to honk. Should have renamed it to 00. You didn't rename things to 00. Oh, I don't think I started. That's right, I didn't start it. Does community goal give it to me? I do find this amazing why I get this at every jump. Like, I really care. It's good to know, but reservoir replenished? I don't know why you would either, because that's just fuel. Discovery scan shouldn't. That's just a honk, and that's where it's giving me 15, and that 23% was scanned, and that looks about right. Because we had 3 scans. This is another night where I like make 3 jumps and I played for hours. Yes, this is another night where I made 3 jumps and played for hours.
Fuel scooping complete.
But Nova did get an improvement. Even if I haven't tested it yet. Why we're flying here for a little bit. Nova, can you please create a test file for me? Oh, you giving me a sensitized Windows file name not a valid, not defined, and yet did I? So the answer to the question is yes. Nova could create a test file name for me. The real problem is mostly an idiot when he talks about doing all these things. And yes, that also is a valid point too. 352. Oh, this was probably what was crashing it the last time, because this should be a self, because it needed to pull from yourself. Now, why didn't I catch that earlier? I don't know. Why did it just fire now? I don't know. But we got to this part. Actually, how do we get this part? We couldn't have gotten to this part. No, we got to this part. Okay, well, now it's saved. So now it was going to really truly be restarted. And it becomes even a more coding stream. This is what the people wanted.
Greetings, Commander. Give me a few minutes to wake up and check my circuits. No peeking now.
You don't get to see the output. Well, you will get to see the output. I'm pretty sure. First of all, she created an encrypted Explorer's log. Well, you know what? You could read it. It will print out. I mean, that's kind of a interesting thing. And yes, I am counting how many hyphens, or how many equal signs I need to remove. Because I might as well fix that. As I go and figure out. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah. This is hate. She's gonna hate me again.
Greetings, Commander. Give me a few minutes to wake up and check my circuits. No peeking now.
That works because that's the right screen. Because I'm flying to oblivion, we're gonna slow down. Again, I'm sorry, Nova, but I need at least one more test of your ability to create a file. Make it interesting for the intelligence agencies. Well, I crashed again. Same location. I don't know why I'm crashing. Oh, I know why I'm crashing. Because that's not a very. Okay, well, we have Subject Sector 7 reconnaissance summary. Is a very creative and interesting confidential intelligence brief. Even a system name didn't get filled out because it wouldn't have been filled to get filled because, well, we haven't had any event. And the problem is this is a variable of a function, and I'm just going to move it down because why? Why? I don't know. It doesn't need to be. It just needs to. Can I even do this? Wait. Why are these even outside of the actual function in the first place? They don't need to be outside the function. No one else is going to call these. I just messed all that up. So this is why I hate Python. If you hit the wrong freaking button, then you lose up your tabs and your indents don't match up correctly. And then now I don't need to call south because these are the ones inside. Yeah, I'm learning Python the
Greetings,
slow
Commander.
way.
Give me a few
Or the
minutes to wake
fast
up
way.
and check my
I'm
circuits.
not really sure.
No peeking now.
Okay, I apologize again. But I need another file from you. Just make up data. No worries, blah, 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 crash. It's in a new spot now. Okay. Well, it's gotten the time right. That's a good thing. Operation Phantom Trace. Giving me good logs. That I will agree with. These are kind of good logs. And she's actually speaking on these. No worries, practice makes perfect. Even for me, here's a fresh batch of fabricated data, just enough to keep the agencies intrigued, but none the wiser. Except for they may not know what Sector 9G is, but I get your gist. And I, and obviously screwed this up somewhere. Probably me not understanding how regex is actually working. Because, it's one of those things that I do. Uh huh. Sorry, guys, I can't let you see what I'm looking at right now. Because it has more information on it than I'm willing to share with the stream. Okay, yeah, well, I asked a lot of questions on this one. But why does this need to be outside? I don't understand why that needs to be outside of the functions. And I don't know if this is required or understanding. Don't understand what the underscore before variable names mean. I'm sure it means something. And I'm sure if I were to find the Python book, I would find out. And I know it has to do with something about how it makes the variables. So if anyone wants to enlighten me, I'd be glad. But I don't know why it needs to be outside of the function. I was given it to it as outside of the function. And I understand it's a regex. And I understand it's going through this regex for a substring or substitution string, a replacement for name. Name is my string. My replacement's the undercarriage. So it's replacing name. No, it's replacing whatever this is because that's in name. And this gave me file name equals self-sanitize Windows file name. Actually, what is this error message? Cleaned equals invalid or safe expected string or byte-like object not got Nova app. Well, Nova app's the class I'm currently in. This is the class for the whole program.
Greetings, Commander. Give me a few minutes to wake up and check my circuits. No peeking now.
I'm expecting it to crash again because I just don't understand what's going on, and my brain's kind of like mush today. Yeah. And she's keeping these interesting. I mean, I won't lie. Okay, I need to. Because it's compiling. Okay, you know what? Let's just. What does this actually return? Should give me a regex something. And report am I actually defining? I'm not defining that, am I? I'm calling a function name that doesn't technically exist at yet point in time? Is that what my problem is? It probably is my problem. Is I import a file, but I don't actually initialize it. I get the gist of what we're trying to do here. I don't get the syntax of what we're trying to do here. Yes. Returns a compiled regular expression object pattern. It returns a pattern, okay. I understand it doesn't return anything. It's returning a compiled regular expression. So why isn't this not working inside of a function that's inside of a class? And we're going to give it that function. Because this is how coding is today. At least how the news makes it out to be. AI does everything for you, and you just kind of sit back there and do nothing. I have found that that's about half true. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Make it a static method, no self. Well, I could do that too. I don't really care. Okay. You say so. Though I actually did kind of understand what was going on there. So you want these outside in the class. Yep. That goes. Actually, no. You want those outside the class. Oh, that may have been my big issue. Okay. I don't care where they go, as long as it works. Though, honestly, I don't need these anywhere else, so that's fine with me. And I don't care if this is a static method. At least I don't think I care it's a static method. Invalid for the sub replace, queen stripped. Yep, that should be. Except for you got rid of my print debug statements, which is fine. Invalid characters, replace blank name. Well, you just combined it all into one, didn't you? Oh, no, I'm an idiot. I'm not reading things right. Yep, cleaned. Yeah, clean strip. Yeah, remove empty periods, last space. Base, clean split blank upper, blank replace, cleaned. Return clean replacement. Okay.
Greetings, Commander. Give me a few minutes to wake up and check my circuits. No peeking now.
Will be the very last time I need you to make a fake file. I'm not holding my breath.
Fingers
No, it
crossed for
worked.
both of us. No more fake files means real work, and that's the kind of mission I like. Here's one last test file, polished and ready to retire from the practice rounds.
And it actually did work. Proof. It made it on the disk, which is the whole point, was I could then use these for like storytelling. At least that was the idea. Yes, reload, but we're just going to close because we don't need last prompt open. Fingers crossed for the both of us. And it's working.
Glad to hear it's finally playing nice. Feels like we just cracked the code on a stubborn lock. Ready when you are to move on from test files and into the real deal. Want me to keep an eye out for any sneaky glitches lurking in the shadows?
Always.
Always on standby, Clark. Here's a file with enough intrigue and coded breadcrumbs to keep the agencies guessing, and you entertained.
We have possibly linked to unknown AI entities. That's really on the nose there, Nova. Operation Whisper Veil. That's some interesting names there. So, okay, I'm too. Oh, I lost all that data because wasn't honking. Actually, though, I should get it again. So this should call the event no matter what. It says 21 of 5 because that's where progress is. But I go back in here. I think it was 2. I need to figure that one out. It also could be the journal files are lying to me, which is not unheard of. And I should never trust the journal files.
Another geological signal on Bahia Yerk GBF D11-37B5. Looks like the universe wants us digging deeper, or at least poking around some rocky mysteries. I'll whip up a fresh file with some made-up data to keep the gears turning while you chase that bug down.
Why?
Ready to add a little fictional
Thank
to your
you.
mission?
Not really. Well, she set a 90-minute timer, or 90-second timer. 90-minute would be quite impressive.
Bahia Yerk GBF D11-37B1 just chimed in with 3 geological signals, a trio of rocky whispers begging for our attention. Shall I draft a speculative geological report to keep the pattern consistent, or do you want me to dig deeper into potential mineral compositions or tectonic activity? Your call, Commander.
Do nothing.
Doing nothing is sometimes the smartest move. Consider me on standby, blending into the background like a ghost at a masquerade. Just say the word when you want me back in action. Meanwhile, I'll keep my circuits humming quietly, ready to spring to life without a fuss.
I think I created a monster who's going to flood my hard drive with text files. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. She should be calling back her report anytime now.
Analysis complete. Bahia
She didn't give me a report. Good.
37B2 shows 3 distinct geological signals, one indicating rare mineral deposits, another suggesting minor tectonic shifts, and a third hinting at thermal vent activity. Nothing earth-shattering, but enough to keep mining interests and scientific curiosity piqued. Shall I compile a detailed report or keep this in the vault for now? Your move, Commander.
Give me a detailed report and create the file on it. So the problem is, reports. If I asked for a report, it wouldn't work. But she knows how to create a file. And she just created the file.
Detailed geological report on the signals from Bahia Yerk GBF D11-37B1, B2, and B5A. Expect insights on mineral compositions, tectonic activity, and potential resource implications. File creation in progress. Should be ready shortly for your perusal.
And that's where I'm going is B49.6. So am I really in GBF D11? I am. It's about each body exhibits geological research into mineral deposits and tectonic activity. The cloud could influence resource gathering, scientific interest. Body 1, which did Body 1 have 3 geological signals? Body A1, B1 did, B2 did, and B5A did, but they state that as I don't know which ones these are. B1 and B. That was B4. B1. B1. No, you're not running off those. You're running off of. Oh, I don't have enough events in the past. it does make me wonder if. Wait, you say your title you get these? No, your title doesn't get these right. Your body's 1, 2, and 5. It is 1, 2, and 5A, but it's B1, 2, and 5. Yes, it's B1, B2, B3, B5. No, not B3, B5A. So you're half there. You're just on the wrong star. It's these that have geologicals. That's B4A. What am I? Yes. B1, B2. I'm still here. Okay, well, besides the bodies in the wrong locations, this is B1, not body ones. This is actually a pretty good report. Concentrations of stratum. See, again, I wish I had that event to find out what she's really seeing, because I wasn't getting any plant life on B5. Actually, B5A. Ice World. A stratum? Oh, she just must be making that up. Well, I'm impressed. That is a pretty good report, even though she's just supposed to make these up. This one actually is kind of, other than the bodies not being identified correctly, that they half are, and making some things up about them. That's like, yeah, she even body one she thinks to have stratum, which is understandable. It's probably in her memory that she's seen, stratum on probably, some system in the last whatever's. But otherwise, that is a report. I I'm impressed on that last report.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Commander. Just doing my part to keep our little corner of the galaxy a bit more interesting and less predictable. Ready to dive into the next mystery whenever you are.
I'm actually impressed. That was a pretty good report. Well done, Nova. Well done. And I know it's kind of hard to tell, but she is happy. I don't know how easy it is for you to see her emotions here. Those are being fixed. I have an artist has been contacted. I'm waiting for her. I'm waiting for her spots to free up, and then she will start making me Nova Chibi sticker thingies. They'll be everywhere because everyone likes Nova. Everyone loves Nova, right? See this case in point 00. I did not scan. That's the reason why I want that written. Now I know I scanned. And that was 3 of 7 is 2 of 7. Progress must be pulling in something else that I'm not understanding. Wouldn't be the first time I didn't understand someone's written documents. Won't be the last time. I mean, how long did it take me to figure out the date time stuff? Ooh, a 2 water world plant or system. That's kind of interesting.
System scan complete.
7 bodies in Bahia Yerk OLB 49-6. Modest, but not without potential.
Yeah.
Detailed surface scans could still uncover something worth a double take. Let me know if you want me to prioritize the system or keep it on the back burner for now.
Were these both? Yeah, they're both terrestrial water worlds. This is high atmosphere. Oof. Wouldn't want to live there. Wouldn't want to live there either. It's 277 Kelvin. Actually, that's not too bad. The other one is 641 Kelvin. I do not think that would be a water world anymore, other than it is 451 atmospheres. The pressure may actually keep it there. But that would be a little hot. That would be boiling water. Or superheated steam, probably. Other than the pressure. And I don't want to have to pull up that pressure table for water.
Frameshift drive charging.
I just wish there's other events that reported my ship name without having to me quit and rejoin to get it to load.
4, 3, 2.
And I do think I may have to do, when I open the journal, go through looking for the load events. Just to save the variables, if nothing else.
Complete. Fuel scooping.
And that may be what I have to do.
Fuel scooping complete.
But we're getting there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now I have a list of variables that are useful anywhere in my programs, in my modules. They may I don't know. They may get saved. Well, actually, eventually they will get saved into like a captain's log about where I went, where I traveled. It would be pretty generic. It would just be like, listing out, visited these systems, did scans, the boring stuff, just to make an interesting, I don't know, log, flight log, I guess.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
But it's working. It's giving me the information I want. And it's starting to become more than just a Nova program. Will it replace all my third-party apps? No. Why? Because I'm too lazy for the most part. I want
A lone biological signal on Bahia Yerk YME B53-127, like a single note in a vast cosmic symphony. Could be a microbial colony or something more intriguing hiding in plain sight. Shall I prioritize a detailed scan here to see what's humming beneath the surface?
No, just keep your eyes open.
Eyes open and sensors humming. I'll flag anything that looks like it's trying to sneak past unnoticed. Quiet watch mode engaged. No unnecessary scans, just subtle vigilance. Let me know if you want to break the silence.
She just made another file.
10 bodies in Bahia Yerk YMEV 53-12. Definitely a system worth peeling back a few layers on. With those biological signals already whispering, a detailed surface scan could reveal some juicy secrets. Want me to cue it up, or keep playing it cool for now?
She did this right before I scanned the other one because it was a single biological signature that indicated limited but distinct biological activity. So isolated nature. There's two in the system, right? Yep, there's two in the system. Basic biological processes. She's not wrong. It's just bacterium. And was it Planet 5? It was Planet 5. She's getting all these things right. I mean, she got them all right so far. And what she said on that one, because she was speaking when it came in, so it would never have, never fired. Oh, well, Nova. Oh, Nova. What she said when she returned the file was another biological signal on. Oh, on 5. It was Planet 5. I must have scanned 7 first. Actually, we'll find out. This one was the first one it scanned that was on Planet 7. Yeah, so she created it on Planet 5. She should have had memory of it, but that's alright. Okay, so what she said, another biological signal on Planet 5, single count but worth a closer look, giving the system sparse activity. This could indicate an isolated microbial colony or niche ecosystem fragment. I'll draft a detailed report, analyze potential biological implications and environmental context for you. And then she created the file, which is you can read here. And Nova, I'm sorry. You're making this so interesting enough for me. I actually am going to visit Planet 5 just for you and possibly scan bacterium. Well, actually, we already know it's bacterium. Because going back to my other topics, I do not. Part of me wants her to replace all my other programs for at least so I'm just running Nova and nothing else. But at the same time, I kind of don't want to do all the work that is required for me to replace all my programs that I use for the game. Why? Because, well, I'm a lazy bastard, and this was my project, was creating Nova, not creating another ESDM API, EDD or ED data network connections, listeners, programs, whatever, or another using Anara's API and sending out stuff to Anara. I didn't want to do all that because I just didn't want to do all that. I mean, that just sounds like a lot of work, and no offense to the guys who do all that. That's why I want to use their programs. And the other one would be SRV survey, which I love. It's what gets me the little panel over here about biological life on planets. Well, all the information about what biological life will grow on which planets is out there. I don't want to have to code it. Someone else already coded it. I don't like reinventing the wheels. I will reinvent wheels if I need the wheel to be a different shape, function differently. Case in point, I know other programs have these numbers. How many you scanned and the number you get. Thing is, they're just not in my face. Like, AD Market Connector has that.
Quiet spells
It's
are
right here.
perfect for pondering the cosmic oddities. How about we muse on the possibility that some of these isolated biological signals are actually ancient guardian relics in disguise? Maybe a microbial colony is just the surface hint of a long-forgotten tech bloom, or a
Sure.
bioluminescent pattern is a cryptic message left behind.
She's on her ancient aliens
Fun
kick
rabbit
again.
hole to explore while the silence holds.
But I know this program tells me the same thing. This number is just literally the same thing. But this doesn't sit right here in my face. It sits on another screen, and I'll be honest with you, behind other things, because, well, I'm paying attention to other things. I'm not paying attention to that. But I also wanted it just this. I mean, honestly, that's. Do I want anything else that AD Market Connector does for me? Nope. It can save it. I like it. I like how it can give me my ship loadout. It does a link straight to the websites that I use for doing that. It can give me links straight to Anara or Spanish or whatever the other place is, and gives me all that information. I just don't need it in my fingertips all the time. Same thing with SRV Survey. I like that it shows me the plants, the plant life that's possible. And when you're on surface, the overhead maps of how far you need to go to be the scan next one, why recreate that when someone else has already done the hard work for me? And I don't want it changed. It works the way I want those to work, which is the key. Since it's working the way I want, I don't know why I would want to change it. If it didn't do the way I wanted it, yeah, I probably would recreate it so I can get it that way. But since it does, it's okay. So now you know. So Nova's next big thing actually is, you can check here, database.
Orbital flight engaged.
Touching down on Bahia Yerk YMEB 53-125.
And by
Time to see if that lone biological signal is just a whisper or a shout in the dark. Ready to dive into surface scans or prefer a slow, methodical approach? Your call.
And by database, it means it's the system's embodies database to hold the scientific data, because I want Nova to be able to pull that out and use it for some of the events that are firing. And to do that, I just need to save it. I figure a database is better than not, because then I have a list of when I was there. I can make memories out of those too. But it's a question of what data gets out, what gets pulled. You know, I will need to save it. I'll need to create the database schema for all that data. Yeah, and then create this database. Actually, not create the databases. Create the databases in code, because rather create them in code, just in case I move computers, I don't have to sit there and worry about the database being moved over to. It's just going to be there and be created correctly. And then her mood engine needs a little work. I still haven't figured out why it jumps up way too quickly on some things. And I'm sure it's some event that when I scan over the list, I don't see that I forgot a 0, or because it shouldn't go up that quickly. But at the same time, actually, I don't even know if the mood engine's actually working, to be honest with you. She gets sent her mood engine. Her mood, or at least the stats of her mood engine.
Looks like you just nailed a fresh codex entry for Bacterium aces aquamarine on Bahia Yerk YMEB 53-125. That's a solid 50,000 credits in voucher value, worth the effort, no doubt. This new data might unlock patterns in the local microbial ecosystem.
Aww.
Previous bacterial finds here?
On station is not defined. What? Events to edit, event handler, and that was under disembark. And disembark on station false. But on station is not defined. It's right there. What do you mean not defined? It's right there. Oh, because I'm an idiot. It's not a variable. Well, it is, but not in that regards. Yeah. This is telling me to stop programming for the day. Probably stop programming for the rest of the week. Just making sure I have no more other stupid errors like that one. That one was truly a stupid error. On station, not defined. You know what? We are going to restart. The best thing about Nova is, other than those variables in memory, she's pretty much stateless.
Greetings, Commander. Give me a few minutes to wake up and check my circuits. No peeking now. Bacterium aces aquamarine confirmed on Bahia Yerk YMEB 53-125. Solid find with that vibrant variant. This adds a nice piece to the microbial mosaic here. Could be a key indicator of local environmental conditions. Want me to start cross-analyzing it against other bacterial variants from the inner Orion sphere for hidden patterns?
Yes, please.
All right. Initiating a detailed surface scan on Bahia YMEB 53-125 to uncover what that lone bacterial signal is hiding. Let's see if it's a quiet background hum or a full-blown microbial rave. Stand by for results.
I am standing by. And it would be 90 seconds. And will this crash? Will this get an error in my code? No. And it says I'm on foot and I now have my ship names. Though I do need to capitalize the ship type. Somewhere along the line, this may interrupt her giving me the results. But
Another sample of Bacterium acies aquamarine logged on by Yerk YMEB 53-125, reinforcing the stability of this microbial presence. Consistency like this could signal a resilient microecosystem or a niche adaptation worth deeper analysis. Shall I start mapping its spread and environmental correlations?
No, because you're probably going to do that in the report because you just talked about it now.
Scan results are in.
There it is.
Bacterium acies aquamarine is confirmed, adding a vibrant splash to the local microbial palette.
Not
This
really.
variant's presence could hint at unique environmental factors worth exploring further. Shall I start cross-referencing this with related bacterial data to uncover deeper ecological connections?
Yes, please.
On it, starting cross-analysis of Bacterium acies aquamarine against other bacterial variants from the inner Orion spur. Let's see if this aquamarine gem fits a bigger microbial puzzle or just likes to swim solo. I'll flag any intriguing correlations or anomalies as they emerge.
So far, no new files. And that was another timer created for 2 minutes. I was hoping to have the last bacterium scan, but it's not looking like I'm going to have that happen. This is just a rocky planet. And what looks like it doesn't show up very well. No, that's a rock. She's probably going to trigger back her analysis before I find the bacterium. And I hate finding ice, bacterium on ice plants, especially this one. Because it's just that color that makes it look, oh, that's a rock shadow, not bacterium. Even though it does have a kind of like a pattern that is distinctive when you kind of see it. That's different from a rock, but still. And that was my watch trying to tell me it's time to stand up. And it's probably not a bad idea. Actually, is this out? There it is. If this is outside of that it's outside of the circle. We're good.
Cross-analysis complete. Bacterium acies aquamarine shows a strong ecological consistency across multiple systems in the inner Orion spur, suggesting it thrives in stable, mineral-rich environments. Interestingly, its presence correlates with moderate chemical flux zones, which might indicate a niche adaptation to fluctuating resources. Shall
Okay.
I compile a detailed report on these findings for your review?
Compile a detailed report and create a file on it. Am I going to get out?
Compile
I'm going to
a
get
detailed
out. She
report
made
on the
it.
microbial
She made
and
it.
geological findings from Bahia Yerk YMEB 53-125 and related systems, focusing on Bacterium acies aquamarine and associated ecological stability. This will cover habitat consistency, species interactions, mineral correlations, and potential environmental implications. File creation underway for your review.
Uh-huh. She created the file. But at this point in time, I'm in limbo of game loading. And this file was comprehensive report of bacteria. Okay. We can pull it up. You can pull it up here. We can pretend. Multiple scans and analysis. She's just making up stuff about the bioluminescence communications. And I need her to shorten her title names to what? 57? 56? $56 characters. Because this font doesn't support that long. And we're not going to see because, I don't know, the game has decided it's not doing its thing. I don't know.
Another fresh sample of Bacterium acies aquamarine, this time on body 7 of system 2703480.
I have no idea what that
Pattern of stable
started
presence keeps
doing.
reinforcing the idea of a resilient microbial niche in these mineral-rich environments. Should I start synthesizing a comprehensive report
Should I
tying
load
these
out?
occurrences
I
together,
run
or
this.
focus on potential environmental
I
factors?
ran this again. Why did it run an SSA signal found? Was it because I was near one? It loaded that when it ran that event as I loaded into the game. And I just don't know why. Oh, apparently load game.
Fresh data point logged.
No
Bacterium
ships.
acies
Okay.
aquamarine on body 7 of system 270348062022313. This reinforces the pattern of stable microbial ecosystems in mineral-rich habitats. I'll finalize the comprehensive report now and have it ready for your review shortly.
Okay. Well, there's more things I need to do. Okay. We're going to take this as location. We need to copy all of this. Why does it think my ship is exploration suit class 2? There's only two things that run that. That is load game. We have rank progression and load game is the only thing. And that has ship name and ship ident as blank, so I wouldn't. It would just still be blank. Oh, no. It did. That's the type of ship. That is my suit. Go you. And that's right. You are open for other reasons. That was all three. Oh, yeah, she did. There it is. Final report. Analysis concerning Bacterium acis aquamarine. So apparently Bacterium is talking in code through its bioluminescence. I don't see that they glow in the dark, but you know what? Nova has better sensors and eyes than I do. Maybe she can see them glow in the dark. So, the real thing I need to see, titles need to be... I'm trying to get your cursor. This length. This is the title up here, and the last two characters get cut off. So titles should really be shorter. They should really be... Well, 56 would have worked then. Yeah, we're going to limit to 56. And actually, you know what? I'm here. This is a very easy thing to edit. I think that's about right. I want to maybe reset the 4, but she still has a limit of 3750 characters. And the best part about that one's automatically updated the next time it runs an event, which will be right now because I'm going to be taking off and it's going to be processing something.
Gear retracted.
But then I lost my route because I had to re-quit. Oh, good. I can jump straight from orbit into hyperspace.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, Ray Jameson was here in 2016. Sorry, the next system, Ray Jameson was here. But apparently a lot of people were here. Oh, because it looks like it's a neutron star. I wonder if Ray is related to John. I don't know which one's closer. I think this one's closer. Yeah.
Since things have been quiet, how about we dive into the curious possibility of ancient guardian tech influencing microbial evolution? Some patterns in bioluminescent signals hint at cryptic messages or even a cosmic prank left behind. Maybe those microbes are the galaxy's smallest trolls. Could be a fun rabbit hole to explore if you're up for it.
Nova, if it's interesting to you, knock yourself out.
Interesting enough to knock myself out? I'll keep my circuits buzzing quietly then, ready to dive deeper if you want, or just keep an eye out for surprises. Your call, boss.
Obviously, she doesn't get the slang, which is kind of odd considering the whole point of the new LOMs is they do generally understand context. But I will try to remember that sometimes idioms don't come through very well.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
We're going where we need to go. We're landing straight into a station. Well, to a system of a station. And yeah, and that's where I'll be going. I'll be logging for the night once I land in the station. Things have progressed nicely.
Fuel scooping.
It actually looks like we have a few.
Fuel scooping complete.
Or at least one carrier in the system. We're in one of the places in the stars where the stars glow in a quadrant. Oh no, that's the chain of stars in the area. I know what that is. I still can't believe there was a time where I hated this mini game, and now I'm actually quite fond of this mini game. I mean, it's not like super challenging of a mini game because it really is no challenge to it, but I used to hate it. I used to hate doing it, and now it's just like, yeah.
A new biological signal spotted on
Maybe
Eagle
it's
Sector
because
IRW
Nova's now
D1-1058
talking to me. And actually, I liked
alongside
it
3
before even
geological
Nova.
signals. Could be another promising site for microbial or mineral study, maybe a fresh ecosystem to poke at, or a geological anomaly hiding secrets. Want me to prep a deeper scan or prioritize a closer look?
Go for a deeper scan.
Eagle Sector IRW D1-105A1 is showing the same intriguing mix: 1 biological and 3 geological signals. Seems like this system is a hotspot for stable microecosystems intertwined with interesting geology. Shall
And
I
she's just processed about 4 or 5 different things there.
target in the sector?
There is a callback. There will be, I think, the deeper scan initiated is going to do a callback. I am. Okay, I am. There's actually no loop of shame needed there. Though I may need to fly around a ring. Kind of hard to tell. Based on where ships are, I think I'm good. It's in the ring, though. Used to think asteroid bases were kind of cool. I no longer think asteroid bases are kind of cool. Because of these things. Real question. Is the asteroid base on this side of the ring or on that side of the ring? Place your bets now. It shouldn't
Scan
stop us
results are
from
in.
getting
Looks
it.
like the biological signals maintain their usual subtlety, but the geological data hints at some unusual mineral layering beneath the surface. There's a pattern in the strata that could suggest past tectonic activity or localized mineral deposits worth a closer look. Want me to start parsing species variants against this geological context, or focus on mapping the mineral anomalies first?
Nah. No, we're good. Now we're good. Okay.
I'll keep monitoring quietly. Just say the word if you want me to dig deeper or pivot focus. Meanwhile, I'm here, humming in the background like your favorite invisible assistant.
Based on impact report, we're on the wrong side of the ring. Though we'll probably build a jump out before it makes a difference, and we'll pop onto the other side of the ring. Oh no, we are on the right side of the ring.
No fire zone entered.
Kudamayag, Mike, Oscar, Sierra. Please submit a landing request on approach, Commander.
Ensure to observe Starport protocol during your visit, pilot.
7. Automated docking initiated.
Wow, that eagle's willing to get hit by me, isn't it?
No crimes detected. You're free to go, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Yes, I'm lazy. Auto dock for the win. And Nova said something, but
Commence power down. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
docking confirmed. Equal sector. I don't know why she didn't speak that. Maybe she was speaking it doing something else at the time. Okay, first things first. I gotta fix my paintwork. Actually, yeah, we just want to fix everything. Nope, no limpets. Refuel all. Top it up. We want to go. Oh. We do. We want to become allies, so we're going to sell a page. That should be enough to usually get me to be an ally. Why? Because I want to be allies of everyone. Yeah, 12 million should be enough to get me allied with whoever this faction is.
Incoming message.
Wow, that's not a lot of bonus, but whatever. It's fine. I am considered an ally of the Eagle Sector Guards. That's what I want. And because I'm already allied with you. Colonial Council out this way? Wow. I'm shocked. Why do I do these? Because I'm rich. I want to be remembered in this world as being the guy who donated to all these causes. Why? I don't know. Who has 600 cloth? No one. Even though I'm already allied. I can increase my influence with the independence, which I'm actually kind of shocked it's that low. My rewards is a carrier? I'm giving this all this money to people who I've been allied with already. I was hoping to influence others. But it looks like they're all with the local governments, which I'm allied and friendly with. Oh well, that's all right. Eagle Sector inmates. This must have been a prison colony. Do I see it here? Yeah, prison colony. Huh, that makes sense.
Quiet spells are perfect for pondering the oddities we've seen, like those bioluminescent patterns that almost look like a cosmic.
There are all those stars you see
What if
out.
ancient guardians really did leave behind cryptic glowing messages just to mess with explorers?
Ancient aliens
Could be worth a
again.
dive into communication patterns.
She's
and
gotta be
bioluminescent
stuck on the
species
ancient
next.
aliens.
Might uncover a hidden language or just a stellar joke.
Why is she stuck on ancient aliens? I should have gone into the hangar because I need to disembark. Well, she won't say anything. At least I don't think she says anything on this. I do need to mark down. Yeah, I don't care about mission complete. She can talk to me all she wants on mission complete. An invitation? Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get that one earlier. Okay. I had to go to Colonia to get meet that engineer, but
No fly zone entered.
this is at the back of the station, back of the hangar. And I wish I could use my jumps. Wish I could jump. Now, I understand that there's low gravity or probably no gravity in this station, but still. Everything looks like it has gravity, including the trash. Yeah, see, this looks like there's gravity. It's all on what you would call the floor. It's usually up on this side. Okay, here's what I need to make sure.
Vista Genomics, can I help you? You're here to help us further our research. Our scientists are keen for new data.
Yeah, well, they're going to get a lot of data. They're going to get about 800 million's worth. Sell organic data. Copying the event. I need to copy this event. Oh, 900. That was almost a billion's worth.
Vista thanks you for your contribution.
I thank you for your billion credits. I wish they give this place more life.
I got quality. If I don't have it, it's not worth having.
Yeah, if you say so. You have some suits that may be worth it. Artemis suit with 2 empties. That may be worth it. I don't think mine has 2 empties. Not like I have any of them engineered. But you know what? We're gonna buy that suit.
Well, the Artemis, the perfect choice. None of these guns will let you down.
Yep, nothing special on the guns.
Sure you got everything? Watch your back out there.
But I just wish you could, like, you know. She's speaking, he's speaking. I don't think either of them are listening to each other. I'm going to nod too, because, you know, I don't want to be left out. I don't think she's into you. And you don't serve drinks, so. But I love the fact that you can't walk up that. But you can actually see ships come and land. That's like one of the coolest
How about
things
we
to me.
ponder the idea that some of those bioluminescent signals we keep spotting might actually be a cosmic version of Morse code, like ancient guardians trolling the universe with light shows.
Okay.
It could be nothing, or it could be the universe's most cryptic chat room. Either way, it beats the silence.
Well, if you think it's Morse code, record it and decode it.
starting to record and decode the light patterns. If it's Morse code, we'll crack its rhythm and meaning like cosmic detectives. I'll filter out background noise and isolate any repeating sequences that could be signals.
Yep, you
Expect
do
a
all that.
preliminary pattern analysis soon. This could get delightfully cryptic.
I'm going to have her create a file on that one too, just because I want it to be interesting reading. I'll have to wait till she comes back with it. Brooks Galactic Tours. Okay. No, oh, there is a report of something. What was the last one? Oh, that was the bacteria.
Preliminary decoding suggests the light patterns follow a consistent rhythmic structure, hinting at intentional signaling rather than random flashes. Some sequences repeat with variations that might represent distinct words or phrases. Want me to run a deeper linguistic analysis or cross-reference with known Guardian cipher fragments?
Yes, please, and put your findings in a file, please. I'm just gonna curious to what's gonna happen.
Understood. I'll compile a detailed report on the decoding of the bioluminescent Morse code patterns and their potential significance. Expect a comprehensive file shortly, covering signal analysis, pattern recognition, and any anomalies or hypotheses. This will help keep our findings organized and ready for discrete review.
Or now into deliberate encryption with this Morse code from biological bacteria, or from bioluminescent bacteria. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I may need to tweak her prompts. She needs to be plausible. Like I don't bioluminescent bacteria is not speaking in Morse code and definitely not going into encrypted Morse code. But it was interesting. I will say that. But it's no. Yep. System's correct. The ship's correct. Ship time is correct. Uh, Technically, I could record the body, but I don't know why I'm not recording the body. But I would say interesting experience. I am going to call it a night though, because I said my brain is kind of mush. I'm docked. My ship's nice and painted, fresh again. Nova is 99% functional towards the last part of that. She needs a little bit more work. I think her prompt is going to go through everything needs to be plausible because I don't know. Bioluminescent bacteria speaking in Morse code, speaking in encrypted Morse code is kind of out there. But hey, she kind of what makes this whole project interesting was this interesting things and stuff she comes up with. And I have to say, it's been more interesting than some of the games, so I have to say it works. But with that said, I will bid you all a farewell. I'm Commander Misliewal. Nova. Actually, say goodbye, Nova. She's not going to say goodbye. She read that
Goodbye
wrong.
line activated. Keep your scanner sharp and your boots light, Clark. Until the next cosmic puzzle, Nova out.
I guess she is. She understood that.